Jazzbeards probably had to happen around '88 because we put out our first cassette in '89. At that point there was a club on Franklin Street called the Cabaret, and somehow I became like the house musician there, and it was great. I could just do whatever I want, so every week I'd make up like a different band and get different people, and I came up with the Jazzbeards, and it just became a regular thing. We had a place to play all the time whenever we wanted, a place to rehearse, and it's grown from there. My listening habits have always been like all over the place. You know, I could not ever like boil it down to one person. I've gone through really long periods of just like listening to classical music, really long periods of listening to jazz, long periods of listening to hanging out at the Club Utica and, you know, listening to country western and sneaking into jazz clubs. I think I just wanted to absorb as much as I possibly could. I felt like a real sponge for music at that point.
This has been a production of the University at Buffalo, Center for the Arts.